Good morning, America. This is Dr. Turi. Well, first thing I want to do, of course, is to apologize. We had some problem with our radio show that was supposed to do last night, and then it has been rescheduled for June 7th. So that's where we are now. Okay, so this SOS to the world, shocking, surprising windows is still in effect. And if you look at the news, you're going to see my quatrain and the word explosion, obviously, being right there on top of the news. Catastrophic explosion killed one and leave two missing in Illinois plant explosion. Explosion. How more precise can I be? Watch truck explode in a drive-through line. Explosion. Again, how more practical or rational can I be when my quatrain involves the words explosions, and so far we have two. How can you be skeptical of my work if you're a newcomer? And when I mention earthquakes above 6.02, now we have two earthquakes. A 6.1 and a 6.2, one on the Solomon Island, the 6.1, and one on the Carlsbad Ridge, 6.2. And again, you know, those predictions always are made about a month before they happen, as we are putting it on the Cosmic Code News, Cosmic Code website for my VIPs. But those dates were also given in George Norrie and on other shows that I did. All you got to do is to click on the link and listen and pay attention. So what's going on here is the good news. I do have a lot of people that are very smart and very curious. And one of them is a student of mine, another one is a friend of mine, and the other one are reminding me of my predictions. And he says, hey, Dr. Turi, a major explosion in Chicago last hour. Your SOS to the world was accurate. Again, thank you, Peter. You know, this is how I know what's going on. Most of the time, I read the news like you do. But I get tips from my clients, students, friends, patients that are paying close attention to my work. And these are the ones who are becoming slowly but surely superhuman. So again, remember, I practice Nostradamus 16th century divine astrology. Totally unique, totally different, and it does work. The title of the newsletter associated with this YouTube video today is Secret of Black Holes Revealed. I received a letter from the people that are producing this big, huge conference in Australia. And they send me regular newsletters or email, and, you know, it's public, so I share it. So I really want you to take the time to read the newsletter, because you're going to find something interesting about black holes and extraterrestrials, particularly the reptilians, those nasty entities you can't survive without your fear, those who need chaos, trouble. It's amazing, those entities' purpose and the power they have over the human psyche. So we'll talk a little bit more about it. So let's go and talk about some of the shocking news. So we have already those earthquakes, we have those two explosions, and now my quatrain and keyword mention aeronautics. And if I understand the word English properly, aeronautics means airplane. Next thing you know, a plane goes into the river in Jacksonville, Florida. Aeronautics. Okay, now, you do not fly when you feel like, unless you want to take a chance with your life. But people fly every day. I do fly every day. I just don't wait for the moon or for this or for that. But I know things that allows me to fly anytime safely. And that is what you need to know. Now, is your life worth $10 or maybe $100 or $700 if you can afford a full life reading on Skype face-to-face with me? I think your life is worth much more than that. And there's a lot of people who went on cruises, who got sick, They got a medical bill up to here because they didn't know better. Some people just, suffers accident. My philosophy, there's no accident. There's only cosmic circumstances at work that stimulate those accidents, because those energy, those cosmic winds are manipulated by the reptilians. That's where we're at. So if you're curious, maybe you listen to my advice to fly whenever you feel like, but you've got to do something just before. There's so many things that you have to know involving the cosmic code secrets. Now, something else here. YouTube star get 10 years for persuading underage girls to send sexually explicit video. Okay, now this SOS to the World window involve shocking news, involve children, involve aeronautics, and involve technology. Now, there you go. It's a kid who, again, manipulate kids, and is using technology manipulated by the reptilians, because the reptilians use drugs, pot, legal, illegal, sex, gluttony, greed, name it, whatever the evil of the worst of the human being can be. It is stimulated by the reptilians and your natal UCI. And at this time now, 99.9% of the people walking this planet have absolutely no clue of what UCI is all about, and have a problem accepting, digesting, and assimilating what the reptilians are all about. Well, you better wake up, because this is real. This is not bull. This is real thing. And don't expect science or religion to explain that to you, because they've lost cosmic consciousness a long time ago. And forget about Jesus' ministry. Jesus' initial cosmic ministry involved the stars, the 12 apostles, the 12 saints, the 12 jury, the 12 signs of the zodiac, the 12 hours of the day, 12 months of the years. It doesn't take a genius to understand that there is a very serious, very, very precise gearbox, a universal gearbox out there that has been designed by God himself, and every one of you has been enslaved to uncover the secret of this cosmic code. And I'm giving you all this for free. Aren't you lucky? Yep. Again, anything involving technology and weird news, yeah, traffic cam footage goes viral thanks to these birds. Unusual technology, the keywords are there. Now you have a bird that is video that is getting viral. When you have information involving your life, the future of your children, and humanity at large, getting just a few hits. Now, do you understand the importance for you to help me to get videos that have something real to offer than a stupid little bird's perched on a freaking camera taking selfie of his own self? That tells you how low the human psyche has become. Looking at a bird, looking at a camera is what becomes viral nowadays. When the essence of the cosmic code, Jesus' cosmic ministry, God cosmic divinity, the reptilians and the draconic agenda are totally left aside, literally. It's a disaster for humanity, especially to those of you who every single day enjoy yourself, get to learn something new, and do not share the message because, oh my gosh, what are they going to think of me? I'm listening and following Dr. Turi. You need to understand the importance to be as committed, as dedicated as I am, and being part of the light. If you do not help me, you're working with the reptilians, as simple as that. Darkness, selfishness, insecurity, okay? Dark matter. But if you work with me or the draconics who are coming from the sun, it's the light, love, understanding, education, cosmic consciousness, making a progress to promote the light. Become a light worker. All you got to do, oh, well, there is something in Dr. Turi's now. I think I've been listening to him for a while, watching his stuff. There's definitely something. Well, just, forward it. Say a few words. Help me. Let's get my work viral, not a stupid freaking bird perching in front of a camera. Do you understand how low we became? And most of the time, You're gonna have those stupid fat girls that, sorry, my French, okay, again, you know, stuffing themselves with food, overweight, shortening their life, then being driven by the reptilians to use gluten, really overweight to amuse yourself, and you're looking at this. A big fat girl stuffing yourself with food, getting millions of hits. Get something that is beautiful, progressive, enlightening, educational, viral. Stop feeding your reptilians with idiocy. Start today to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Work for the light and stop ignorance, stupidity, and darkness. You could do it. I was like you once upon the time, you know, when I was 19, 20, I was too busy with my own, fighting my own hormones and my ego. But we can save time. We can save time and we can move forward. I talk about explosion, see what happened, all these rich little people out there, scientists who landed on money, won the money or sucked the money from the government or your donation and trying to build something to take you to the moon or to the space station. That thing exploded. You're talking about $300 billion being wasted in the space station, 250 miles above the earth. Don't you think we have a better job to do to help those children that are distressed? And look around you, there is more and more homeless people everywhere. There is sickness everywhere. There is drama everywhere. There is struggling everywhere. And then on TV, you hear, wow, the economy is on top of the world. Not for everybody. Not for everybody. Because those greedy people are there to entertain you, specifically NASA, okay, trying to make you believe you're going to go one day on Mars when you have no business on Mars. Now you need to take care of Mother Earth, take care of you and the children of the future so we can leave them something they can enjoy. Again, a slow-moving storm kills 8 people in 4 states. I mean, during those SOS to the world, all you can have is just drama, because those energies are really, really, really bad. I got a letter from these people from Australia where I'm going to be speaking for them. Okay. Mick and Catherine, they are the promoters of this wonderful conference. And I know they are listening to my tapes, to my YouTube videos, reading my newsletters. And I want to say thank you for allowing me to be part of this marvelous, marvelous cosmic consciousness. And we have a hell of a lot of work to do to bring people to cosmic consciousness. But there is this doctor also that was invited. His name is Dr. Sarfaraziz, if I pronounce it again. Sarfaraziz. Okay, he wrote an article about black holes. And I put the article for you to digest and the link so you can read it all. It's fascinating. The guy is smart, very, very smart. And he wrote, this is why it is a fact that the existence of negative aliens who subscribe to disorder and chaos without having any access to this open system of energy any longer would certainly eventually result in the annihilation of the Nebadan universe if appropriate measures are not taken to alleviate the problem. Okay, now to have somebody that actually can subscribe to my own teaching of that statue makes me proud. I have been talking about negative alien, the reptilians since forever, but most importantly, once Draco entered my life, and I show you yesterday in the video yesterday, all those orbs behind me coming far away and then getting closer, 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 entering my third eye and then exiting my heart. And then those pictures will be available to the public very close once I get to do my conference, especially in the next one upcoming, the UFO in the desert. Thank you, Victoria, here to let me in at the last second. It was a miracle, very, very, very interesting. So what I'm trying to tell you here, it is very, very spiritual man who can relate to my own perception of the universe, or what I call God, cosmic divinity. But he's mentioning the negative alien, but in my consciousness, cannot have a day without a night, up without a down, the yin and yang, God, devil, male, female. That's why we have 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs. We're symmetrical. We feed ourselves as a walking battery. If it's a positive and a negative, then you regenerate when you're happy, when you create. You degenerate when you're negative or you're sick. So he's mentioning the negative alien only. I added, of course, the draconis, which are the sunlight, so to speak, the life giver, number one, the forces. So hopefully, if he does read my material, like I read his, I have learned something really, really important in his work. Hopefully, he's going to read mine and maybe channel more information on some of the key elements that he needs to give us more information of his own perception of the cosmos and these aliens in his mind that are only negative. They are also positive draconis. And I know this for a fact because Draco is working through me. So, you know, to have somebody who can relate to my work, like many of you do, especially somebody of his stature, as I said earlier, it's an honor, and I hope he's going to be able to realize that there is such a thing as a positive and negative, and they are definitely also a good alien. So maybe he has given the answer, and being French, I do not digest his work. English properly. So in any ways, this is not an ego battle between him and me. Oh, I know better, you don't know nothing. You know, no, don't take it that way, because some people may do so. Okay, because a lot of people have inferiority complex, insecurity complex, and sometimes they judge my delivery because I'm so confident, I'm so open, I'm so honest, I'm so Sagittarius rising. They have a problem in dealing with my message, with me more than and they cannot understand my message. So understand that this is something that I have noticed in his work, and I believe there is something very real in it, and that's why I talk about it. I would never ever mention or support somebody's work unless I feel there is something that is promoting his work or my work in some ways, which is what I perceive as being the truth, common sense. Okay, so again, remember, the reptilians are the evil one. Okay, they feed on your fear, negativity, chaos, and then also all that is dark. And one of the main reasons why they live in dark matter, something the scientists don't know what it is when you look at it, or evil, the demons, okay, or the subconscious, anything that it's hidden. The draconis are the gardeners of this world, okay, the positive extraterrestrial. They stimulate humans and scientists to do good, to create, to love, to respect, to protect, to induce light and love in each one of us. And they are definitely residing in the sun. This is all a psychical matter. I'm talking about the spiritual values of the extraterrestrial nature, not their physical nature. Understand what I'm saying here? Okay, I'm talking about the higher spirits. We're not talking on the physical matter at this point, because extraterrestrials operate on a psychical level. They do interact with physical manifestation, and they use specific cosmic energy, specifically the Uranic wind, to come in the physical world to abduct people. The draconists don't have to. They are much too advanced, but the reptilians do. These are the ones that use the gray or the dignified robot to cut the cows, to do the abduction, to manipulate the fetus of women, messing up all the genes, the physical genes, that end up producing gays, lesbian, Down syndrome, autism, and all, a myriad of negativity and myriad of disease that science cannot really pinpoint. So it's all coming from the reptilians, while the draconists have been battling them forever to make sure they don't own this beautiful piece of real estate that we call the blue planet, Mother Earth. So go and read the rest of the story about of dr.turi, Dr. Sarfarazazi article. Very, very interesting. I find it very enlightening. Picked up a lot of interesting things. Do not necessarily completely and entirely agree with him, because he's just standing on one leg, as far as I can understand. But hey, maybe he knows better. I don't know. So hey, remember my philosophy: all road leads to Rome, meaning I don't own all the truths. I own part of the mystical, mysterious, immense mystical secrets of what it means to be human, and I share it with you. As far as I'm concerned, I can guarantee you that Nostradamus' 16th century divine astrology and my quatrain and keyword, which are very obvious, mentioning explosion, earthquakes, and God knows what, are just unfolding right in front of your eyes in all the news. Question is now, did you notice something different? Did you have a surprise? Remember the importance of auto-analyzing yourself. It is crucial for you to be able to auto-analyze yourself. Like me yesterday, you know, I was talking for hours to Victoria, what I call my celestial sister, because she vibrates at such a high cosmic speed. Excuse me. She's so spiritual. All we talk about was astrology, UFOs, and during that very specific, unique window. It's no accident to connect and to talk about things that are unusual, futuristic, explosive, weird UFOs. So it is not an accident for me to have been invited, the last very second, something that doesn't happen. I mean, to be invited in contact in the desert, which is the largest UFO conference in the world, at the last minute, 1 month, it's unusual. It's never heard of. It's unprecedented. And guess what? It got Dr. Turi. Okay? I did not do it on purpose. I just went following my guts. And then when I reevaluate everything, I said, wow, wait a minute. Aquarius rules friends. As a friend who talked to me, next to me in a UFO conference in Las Vegas, that gave me a name and gave me a number. So that was an opening. I said, well, that's a good omen. Pick up the phone, call her. Of course, she's still busy. She left a message. She left me another message. Let's connect on that day because I'm too busy. I'm busy too. Next thing you know, I connect with her yesterday. During the same cosmic winds that are special and futuristic in the mentioned UFO when we talk about astrology. And we had a connection from previous past life, obviously. That is undeniable. And then now for her to also give me a little spot into the conference, knowing that all the booths are so long time ago, it's again a miracle. It's again unusual. It's mind-boggling. It's all that I wrote. And it's all supporting and endorsing what I'm trying to teach you. I know Victoria gets it because she vibrates among cosmic speed. On top of that, she's born with the head of the dragon in Aquarius that rules all that I'm talking about. I mean, how cannot she not understand it? All right, what I'm trying to say is you can do the same. You may have, I got so many people watching those videos, you might have a dragon's head in Aquarius, a moon in Aquarius, a rising in Aquarius, a natal or hidden dragon in Aquarius. So that makes you more receptive to what I'm trying to talk about. But not all of us share this Uranic, specific, wonderful, mind-boggling, exceptional energy that makes us weird and futuristic. And these are the people we need to reach. And help them to grow into that energy so they can experience it, okay? So another shocking thing, do you think I was expecting last night after, advertising I'm going to be on the radio, that I was not on the radio? Well, you were surprised, so was I. Again, it proved my point. It proved my claim. And you need to pay attention. You just don't hear, chim, chim. No, it needs to get in your head, okay? So auto-analyze yourself. Because like me, you know less, you know better, we're all the same as far as the human experience is concerned. Our UCI is totally different. Our unique celestial identity, or the result of all our karmic life, all the blessing and all the sins we were born with, these are karmically induced through your UCI or your unique celestial identity. Now, this UCI, those cosmic winds, cosmic energy that makes you, sometimes they are very, very productive, and the draconians push and they make you invent things, make you doing marvelous things to help the future of humanity. You have very negative energies, especially those are plutonic also in your chart. The reptilians are aware of that and they use that. Okay, so as I said yesterday, if you have a very strong negative scorpionic energy in your chart, well, you love blood, you love negativity, you love sex, you love hurting people, you love everything that is dramatic, and your life is all about drama, death, and rebirthing, okay? And then at the end, you end up either joining ISIS, you end up, taking drugs, hating the world, getting the gun and go and shoot everybody. And I give you the date of the 27th, remember? Because that energy is coming back, and that's where the reptilians are going to gain someone that's going to do something stupid to produce terrorism and God knows what. That's where secrets are going to come. You've been warned. And that's the beauty of having those videos. So instead of having a bird getting viral, let's get my work that can save lives getting viral. Do that make sense? Of course I do. So May 31st, June the 3rd, I will be in contact in the desert. Again, Victoria never promised me that I will speak, but if somebody doesn't show up and we get a surprise, God knows what, it works in my favor, then I will be talking, doing a beautiful slideshow on UFOs, proof to everybody that Draco is very real. I will put you in a trance, so all the negative energy, all the fears, all the disease that may be burgeoning in you will be eliminated. You know, you will feel an uplifting right away as I let Draco working through me, through you, so to speak. It's a very specific method that I have to do that for you, to recharge your battery. There is a preparation, and then we fire little CDs. There's a nice little music. The light is dimmed, and then you now let me take care of you. I'm going to drive you, so to speak, and Draco is going to tell me exactly what to tell you so that you can relieve all this negative energy and recharge your body, your mind, and your soul right to the top. And so it lasts only, what, 25 minutes? The cleansing, the universal cleansing. And I'm doing this in a big, big room. So it's going to be interesting. I did it in the past. The results are just phenomenal, but it's always after that the impact is felt. I mean, you will feel it right away when you get up. You will feel enlightened. You will feel much, much better. But later on, depending on how you assimilate my suggestion and how you laid your own will to get in charge of your own superconscious, which where the creative forces are birthing, that's where the change will take place. You know, we're living in an age where everything is changing, where your consciousness is improving drastically because of people like Victoria is allowing so many great speakers to express their gifts. And you have yours too. Okay, it's okay to be a listener, to be a professional student, but there is a time in life where you will have to become the teacher. And that will come when you get a certain age. And then when you feel that energy in you telling you, you got to teach it, you got to go out there and you got to help the world, and you got to work with the Draconis and make this world the most beautiful place on the planet. I'm going to be doing this also, my UFO cruise coming up in October. I'm going to be doing it in Australia, hopefully from there to Egypt. I'm going to be doing it in a cruise also from March the 14th to the 21st, where I'm going to be doing specific healing. UFOs will be maybe mentioned or not, but mostly this cruise is all about healing the body, the mind, and the soul using Nostradamus techniques that I have for you. It's important to come on that conference with the blankets. There's some specific cleansing to do, and believe me, all that I'm going to teach you, all I'm going to do on that ship, on those ships, is going to stay with you for the rest of your life. All right. Okay, well, this is it. Again, remember to analyze yourself. Anything surprising came to you, if you watch the news, it's all over. Okay, I just give you a few examples of myself, starting with was pretty shocked last night when I was waiting and no call came in. So what the hell? There goes my window, you know, shocking surprise. Been set for June 7th. So, hey, let's talk a little bit more then. Until then, my good friend, I will take this opportunity one more time to thank you so much for your trust in my work. And as always, you know, let's make my work viral. Be part of the solution. Please help me to reach the children of the future, because they need us big time. Until then, God willing, we'll see you again soon. I'm not going to go fishing today. I did it yesterday and I got a lot of fish. My wife is complaining. There's no more room in the freezer. Goodbye, everybody.